Welcome everyone to Rocking the Baby. I'm here rocking baby Lua Marisol. And today we're going to talk about the power of the pacifier and the big pacifier dilemma. Is it good or is it bad?
Have a baby. Yes, we are.
This was an amazing experience. We have a little Lua with us now.
So Lua is now completing 3 months, 12 weeks today. Here is her with the paci. Just drop the paci. And she stayed at the NICU for a week, and they gave her this pacifier in the NICU. And it seemed that she was picking up the pacifier at the beginning. But then we came home, and I'm not a big fan of pacifiers, and I don't like the idea of seeing Lua in my head, like 1-year-old or 2-year-old walking around with a pacifier and having to go through that struggle of breaking the bad habit. So when she just kept like speeding the pacifier up, I just didn't push it into her, okay, she doesn't like it, that's fine. So I didn't end up introducing it to her again and didn't even try. I tried a couple times when she was really fussy, but she would just have like gag reflex and push it away and continue to cry. So I just didn't push it. But Lua has been very demanding. And throughout these 3 first months, not the first month she was still sleeping a lot, and then she started to just sleep less during the day and only sleeping for 30 minutes at a time. And I had to be holding her constantly. If I put her down, she would cry. If I sat down like this right now, she would be crying, and it was just tough. She needed me. You can see some of the videos, the past videos. She needed me to dance around and play music in order to calm her down. And the worst was going out as well, because she only slept for 30 minutes at a time during the day. When we would drive around and put her in the car seat, we had to just time it to make sure that she would be getting into sleepy time, and then we couldn't go farther than 30 minutes in a drive, because as soon as she would wake up, she would scream bloody murder and wanted to be out of that. And it was very stressful for us and for her. So that's how the pacifier idea returned to us, because I had a medical emergency a week ago. It was Monday, actually, and today's Friday. And we went to Miami, and we got caught up on traffic. As you know, Miami is like big city traffic. And we were in the car for like about an hour plus during traffic, and this baby was going crazy, and we couldn't pull over because we were stuck on I-95 in traffic. So it's not like we could get out and just go somewhere and pull over, and I could breastfeed her and calm her down and return to the car seat. So I always, every time we go in the car seat, in the car, I'll bring this paci just as hope. And that day, after like 30 minutes of trying and her screaming, I was able to give her the paci, and she kind of sucked on it a little bit, because she never even knew how to suck on it like this a little bit. And she calmed down and she fell asleep for a little bit. Then she woke up again and screamed again. But that kind of like put a little bug behind my ear, and I was thinking like, well, she really calmed down after the paci. That's why they call it a pacifier, because it pacifies the baby. And then by coincidence, I was reading an article a couple days later about the pacifier. And she has been sucking her hands and her thumb a lot. Whenever she gets like angry and she gets aggravated, she will put her hand in her mouth and just suck. And I started reading that it's harder to cut a habit of sucking a thumb than having a pacifier, and also some positive sides of having a pacifier, and also the fact that maybe having a pacifier up to 6 months, it's easier for you to just take the pacifier out by 6 months and not create such a bad habit. And also the article was talking about how to introduce the pacifier to a baby. And normally most of the time that I would introduce it to her would be when she was screaming and crying and needed a pacifier, but she was so aggravated that she wouldn't take it. And the article was talking about introducing it to them when they are calm, when they're just about after breastfeeding, and not as early, so that there's not a nipple confusion around 2 to 3 months around this time, And so about 3 days ago, I did this. And we were, yesterday and today, we just returned from our road trip, our road trip. We went up north Florida to visit a couple friends. So with this in mind, I was thinking, oh my goodness, we have about almost 2 hours of drive in the car seat. This is gonna be our first time driving a long time. And I was scared that she wouldn't do well. So I decided to try this pacifier trick. And whenever 3 days ago, whenever she, right after breastfeeding, she was really calm. She was, just hanging out, and I gave her the paci. She picked it up, and during the day, every time, like, I would try to just teach her how to suck, and on the paci. And she actually, 2 times that I put her in bed for her 30-minute nap, she was a little bit awake, and normally I have to have her completely dead sleep in order to put her in bed and she would stay. And she was just a little bit awake. She woke up when I put her in bed, but she had a paci. I put the paci back in her mouth, and she fell asleep on her own. And I was like, whoa, this is like never happened. And then also I noticed that throughout the day, I could sit down to eat. I could sit down with her in my lap like it's happening right now. I didn't have to be doing a whole entire choreography, dancing all around the house with her to calm her down at night. I could just lay her in my arm and rock her with a paci, and she was falling asleep much easier. She was much calmer. And then we went on our road trip, and she did incredible. She was able to handle basically the entire trip. On the way there, we did, we stopped at my parents', which is 40 minutes away, and then I breastfed her. She woke up, she slept on the way there, woke up and ate, played a little bit, walked around, and then put her in the seat. Then we drove another 40 minutes. We stopped, and then I changed her, breastfed her just on the parking lot of the gas station. Breastfed her for like 5 to 10 minutes, put her back in the seat. She kind of fussed a little bit. I put the paci, she fell asleep, and then we got to our destination. And she was amazing there, like an amazing baby. People were super surprised with my baby that never cried. We went out for dinner, and even her bath time was delayed. I couldn't get her bath time around 8, 9 o'clock. It was 9:30, 9:45, and we didn't even have her bath. So I put her in the sink and just, wash her a little bit, and then put her in bed. She slept really easy, and she freaking slept for 5 hours straight. She did not sleep with the paci. I made her sleep, and then she took the paci out, fell asleep for 5 hours, woke up, breastfed, and fell asleep for another 3 hours. I had the best night in freaking 3 months. I don't know if it's a coincidence. I don't know if it's because today she's turning basically 3 months, and that's like the threshold that she's succeeding, or maybe the pacifier is really pacifying her. So I'm doing this video for moms that are maybe scared of introducing the paci. I am still skeptical, you know, I'm afraid. I don't want her to be with a paci for too long and be hooked on it, but it is making life much easier and she's much calmer. I think it really does, you know, get that anxiety level. I don't know if they have anxiety, but you know, she normally like eats her hand and cries, and like, and with the paci she's just much calmer. As you can see, she's just like hanging out here and she's exhausted right now. She's ready to go to sleep, but she's not crying bloody murder. We're able to talk. I'm able to sit and eat. I'm able to put her in the car seat and go places where I couldn't do this 3 days ago. So on my point of view in my life, the paci went well. I also heard that there are different type of pacis. There is another paci that I tried before and she didn't like it. So this is the same one that she had at the hospital and she's doing really good with it. So I don't know if you're trying to introduce them a paci, your baby a paci. Maybe there are different types that you can try. But on my point of view, it's been really helpful. So this is what this video is about. Paci for my baby, and she actually looks really cute sucking on it. I just want to bite this little cheek, but I hope you're doing great with your babies as well, and you make the best decision for your family. And I hope we could help with breaking the paci taboo and maybe kind of bringing a little more peace and calm and tranquility to your family. All right, thanks for watching. If you have any comments, if you had another experience with the paci, and if you had a freaking hard time breaking the habit even before 6 months, please let me know, because then I'll just kind of break the habit like on the next month or so, or only use it for road trips. So please share your comments below, subscribe to my channel. My name is Karina Sky and we appreciate you watching. Let's keep on rocking our babies.
Have a baby. Yes, we are.
This was an amazing experience.